show you one of my favorite lower body exercises, the elevated split squat. This is great because it's going to increase your range of motion. It's challenging. It's going to help you build muscle. And it's going to help get you strong. It's really awesome for athletic development or performance because you got to think that you're doing it on one leg. It's going to increase range of motion, and a lot of sports happen on one leg. So it's a great exercise. I'm going to show you it, and I'm going to show you explain a few things that may go wrong to help you get it right and do it safely. So one of the biggest things that happen is that people aren't lined up correctly. So when you do this, ideally, when you're in that bottom position, your knee should be right below your hip. A lot of times people are way out and you get this big stretch and you start leaning forward. It just makes the exercise more painful, not in a good way. And especially if you have lower back issues, if you're forced to like lean forward, it's going to hurt your lower back, especially when you do weight. So you want to be lined up. So, bottom position, knee, right below the hip, front, ankle, right below the knee, okay? So I don't want to be way out here. So another thing, we don't want to lean forward. It's okay to lean forward a little bit, but if you start leaning forward, you're going to start pulling in your back. Another thing that happens is that as you go down, this happens when maybe you're going too heavy or you're not very flexible, is that you get this like round in your hip. It's almost like you kind of stick that butt up. So as you go down, you're kind of doing this thing, and you kind of rounding your hip and flexing that. Usually that means the weight is too heavy. You don't have the strength to do it yet. Or some people can't. This is an awesome exercise, but some people can't do it because of the lack of range of motion. So you have to work on that. Warm up properly with foam roll, stretch, work on some mobility. Now, if you can't do that, simply regress to a split squat. So, how I would start with this, if you've never done this before, I would make sure you can do split squats properly, like I just did. Same thing with a knee and hip alignment. Get good at that first. Once you feel efficient at that, then try to split squat. Now, depending on your height, you need to put your foot on something that's not super high. So if you're a girl and you're 5'2", this might be too high. You need something a little lower. Now, if you have trouble not staying tall, you don't have the range of motion. Again, you're gonna have to work on mobility. Now, if you can do this, I would start by doing bodyweight exercises. Really master the form. Now, once you get good at bodyweight exercises, you can progress this by putting dumbbells in your hands. Once you get good at that, I would do a rack position. So either kettlebells or dumbbells, put them right here. Now, once you get really good at that, you can start progressing to barbell lifts. So you can put a barbell on your back. Or this gym is awesome because you have so much equipment, General Fitness. There's a thing called a safety bar, which it goes around your back and you can hold it. And the great thing about doing this, you can actually hold the bar with one hand and hold on to something. So balance is an issue, and you don't have to hold it in your hand, so you can just crank out like a really tough set. So that's the elevated split squat. If you're not doing it, you gotta add it into your program. You're gonna build muscle. You're gonna get strong. It's really works a lot of muscle, so it's very metabolically active, so it's a great fat loss exercise too. If you have any questions on it, let me know. I'll be glad to help you guys out.